Playoffs are back and the boys are back in action, ready to be consistent and ready to bring you guys a show every single week for the remainder of the year. And today, we got some big locks, some big parlays, and my boys got a winner in the prop section. What's up, Salim? Welcome back, bro.
We're back. The boys are back, and let's get to work, right? 2025 is going to be different. Let's stay consistent. That's the key.
Consistency is key. We preach it, we talk about it a bunch, and it's time for us to show you how consistent we're going to be for you guys. And with that said, I'm just going to announce it now, guys. There's a big giveaway within this video, guys. And it's a jersey. It's a really cool jersey that we're going to announce. And along with that, two jerseys. We'll talk about it here in just 1 second. But before we get to the football plays, the picks, and all that, let's just get this off our chest. What the fuck is going on with these Miami Stars, man? Jimmy Butler wants out. Now Tyreek Hill saying peace in the locker room in front of all his teammates. What's your thoughts on this, man?
All right, so now Miami fans, I feel like we're in the gutter. This is definitely not our year. Miami sports are just downhill quickly, right? Jimmy Butler, I'm disappointed that he has to go out and say that stuff in public. The fact that he got suspended is probably because he was doing, he was just being really detrimental to the team. But at the same time, I feel like Pat Riley's at fault, right? Because he gave us 4 great years. Can't blame the guy. He got tired of it, and now there's no star to give him some help. So I think it's both parties are at fault. Let's see what happens, but it's not looking pretty. And then Tyreek Hill, get out of Miami, brother. That's a true show of character. Like you said it, peace, brother.
No, Tyreek Hill, man, I wouldn't accept him back into the team. He's a captain. You're not supposed to say that. You had one bad season, buddy. You had one bad season. You wanted to come to a team that offered you more money, right? More money. Kansas City is a winning team. They offered you less money. You left because of the money. This is what you get. And this year, the Dolphins were injured, and Tua sucks. I'll continue with that. But with Jimmy, it's business at the end of the day, man.
Of course.
Would you extend him at 36 years old and give him an extension?
Not the way he's been playing. He's missing too many games, and then I feel like he always coasts during the regular season. Yeah. Then we get stuck in the play-in tournament. Yeah. And look, he got injured last year in the play-in tournament, couldn't play in the playoffs. So, brother, no, I wouldn't give him $50 million for over 2 years like that.
So it's business at the end of the day. You're getting to that age where not many teams are going to want to offer you that money. And if you would have probably performed well this season, you wouldn't have gotten a 3-4 year extension, but maybe a 2-year.
No, I mean,
a good price.
He's looking the 2 years. He wants $100 million. Like, I think, like you said, he would have performed. Pat would have been like, hey, let's open up the wallet. Like, we need this guy. But the way he's been acting lately, it's not worth the investment.
I agree. I know that there's a lot of rumors going around. Personally speaking, we were talking about this before. I'd rather have Jimmy in the team than trade for something that's not going to make sense for us. Keep him even if he's not playing, because I wouldn't add him back to the team unless he apologizes. And maybe Pat Riley apologizes to him too. Get back on track. Squash the beef, whatever. Hey, this summer, I'm out of here, but I'm going to continue playing with you guys the right way. Awesome. Cool. But I just don't want a shit trade, man.
No, I think it's important for the Heat. We're in that point in time where okay, don't trade for bad contracts, because Jimmy has a big contract that if he walks away next year, we have a lot of cap space. We can go out and get free agents. So definitely don't get swindled into a bad trade. Pat Riley, wake up.
Well, man, in Pat Riley we trust. I mean, Pat Riley has... I know he's questionable right now because he let go of... The whole LeBron situation was very similar to this Wade, similar situation. But to me, it was simple. If he didn't extend Wade, a guy that gave his whole life to the Miami Heat, I think he's going to give a fuck about Jimmy Butler.
No,
and I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Performance-wise, right? That's what he's looking at. Yeah. And he's very okay, what are you bringing to the team? Are we going to pay you that money? Is it worth the wins, right? Does that equate to wins?
Yeah. And before we continue on to the picks, guys, when Jimmy got to the team, the energy was there. Each year, as he's been in the team, it feels like he's a little bit more arrogant, a little bit more demanding. He plays when he wants to, but then 2 games in a row, he'll put up 2 points and it's okay. Bro, we need a leader, man. We need somebody to step up, to lead by example. Udonis Haslem left, and after he left, Jimmy Butler has been fucking wild. We need Haslem back. We need somebody to fucking put the foot down. Yeah, punch him in the fucking face.
And it's definitely not going to be Bam Adebayo, bro.
No, fucking beta.
Bam Adebayo, bro.
No, I mean, the guy needs to step it up. But whatever, man. Us Miami fans a little disappointed. I think as stars, you expect a little bit more from them to lead the team, to keep that drama behind the locker room. Don't expose it out. But both teams going through it, and we'll see what happens. At least we have the Marlins, right?
This is a Miami sports fans, just air it out session.
Yeah, sorry, air it out. But let's get right to it, because we do have a game in Miami, which will be in attendance.
Yes, sir.
Notre Dame versus Penn State. And before I give you guys my pick, because I have a great pick lined up for this one, guys. This is a money game. I want to hear your thoughts about the Notre Dame-Georgia game, right? Notre Dame won that game. A lot of turnovers. The quarterback, nothing special. I believe he averaged 3.8 yards per pass. Near that, what was your thoughts on that game? Do you believe that Notre Dame has what it takes to take Penn State down?
So I'm not a college football expert, just disclaimer for everybody. But Notre Dame, I was watching the game and it felt like Georgia was making a lot of mistakes. Obviously, they had, the new quarterback.
Yeah.
That was his first start. I think it was some wild stat because this other guy got hurt. But it just felt like Notre Dame wasn't doing much on offense. It was more on defense. So the critical turnover right before the half, like that swung the game completely open. Then you get a punt return touchdown or a kickoff return touchdown to start the second half. Like, bro, that killed the game, right? And then you look at the quarterback stats and the offensive stats for Notre Dame, and they weren't all impressive. Like, I was watching the game, and it must have been third or fourth quarter, and this guy had like 84 passing yards. Yeah. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, there's no way these guys can win the next game with that little offensive power.
I'm with you. Now, the argument that most people right now that are thinking Notre Dame is, who has Penn State played to get to this point? SMU and Boise State. Boise State, they had to deal with their running back, which is going to lead me to a great point. Like, they're prepared to deal with the running back, and Notre Dame's star is their running back. The kid's up beast, he could take it home at any given time. And I believe right now, and I'm going to go to my pick right away, and I'll let you give your picks right after that. I personally believe this is a point where you sell high on Notre Dame. Right now, they're -1.5, -2. The line's fluctuating with all the money going to Notre Dame. Now, guys, Drew Allar, he's the better QB. He can throw the ball deep, unlike Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard does not have a deep ball, guys. That guy's not too accurate past 20 yards. Along with that, too, defensively, both these teams are pretty similar altogether when it comes to the rankings on the defensive side of things. And to catch Penn State at +2 with the better QB, to me, that's a gimme. To me, that's a gimme, guys, and that's going to be my main play for this college football playoff round. Ohio State, Texas, to me, I don't see a huge angle in this one. Penn State, I wouldn't doubt if they fully dominate Notre Dame and make a statement and win by 10+. Call it right here, and that's my pick.
I have a pick on the Texas game. Texas is going to lose because Ewers is going to leave Texas and come to UM.
You want Ewers? I wouldn't want Ewers. I think, you see, that's why I don't back Texas, because the value would be on Texas +6. I just don't trust the kid enough to back him. I think he's very shaky at best.
So you would start Manning?
I wouldn't at this point in the season because it's too late and it's almost disrespectful, and that's your senior, right? But next year he's not going to be the starting quarterback, even if he stays. No. The guy's gone, man.
He's either declares or transfers.
Without a doubt. But Penn State, guys. Penn State, that's my main play for college football playoffs. And let's transition to NFL. First pick, I'm going to give it to the boy here. He went to the lab. He did his studying, and he found an angle that to me, it blew my mind. I'm going to let him talk to you guys about
so my favorite game this weekend, it's Bucks Commanders. Why? Because I love the Bucks story. I love the Baker story, right? So just wanted to find an angle there. I was looking at the props and basically what's going on with the QBs, right? Jaden Daniels averages 210 passing yards a game, and they're setting his line in the 230s, right? Like 232, 234, depending on the books. So that means he's going to be throwing a lot, which, that means they're coming from behind, right? Because a team that's behind, they're going to be having to pass the ball, right? And then you look at Baker. Baker's averaging almost 269 yards a game, and they're setting his line at 238.5. So what does that tell you? That tells you the Bucks are going to be up. The Bucks are going to run the ball, and Baker's not going to throw that much, right? And naturally, he doesn't throw that deep either, right? So I love the line at 238. I think it's a great spot to take him to go under. Not because he's going to have a bad game, but because the Bucks are going to have a great game. They're going to run out the clock. They got Rashad White. They got Bucky Irving. So I think it's a great spot where everybody's going to look at that line and say, hey, it has to be the over because he averages 270 plus. It's going to be the under.
I told you my boy did his homework.
I
told you he was going to give you a valid
let's go Bucks, baby.
Come on, man. That's an angle and a half, and telling nonetheless, guys. I mean, let's talk about it. Jaden Daniels projected to throw a little bit more than on average. Baker on the flip side, very similar story. Instead of being over yards, he's under. What does that tell you guys?
No.
It tells me it's as clear as daylight what it's saying.
Of course, no. And you dive deeper, and the running backs, it's the same situation. So Bucky Irving his line is set 20 yards higher than his season averages, and then the running back in Washington, which is Brian Robinson, his is under what his normal, season yardage is. So the lines are telling. There's a story behind all those stats. So
there is a story, and for those that are going to say, "Oh, the Bucks are favored, that's why the line's like that," go look at Houston Texans versus Chargers. It's not the same thing by any means, because we did our homework, guys. Yep. And so, with that said, I'm going to piggyback off his pick and let you guys know that I love the Buccaneers money line. -3 to me is a little bit fat. The line is telling nonetheless, because these two teams, honestly, when I saw this game, I thought the line would be at -1.5, -2. Now the line's at -3, which is that field goal range, a key number in football. I do like the Buccaneers, but I do like a money line, and which leads me to the last play and the last NFL play that I'm going to talk about, because I really only like two games, and it's the Vikings versus the Rams. Vikings versus the Rams. You guys just saw what the Detroit Lions were able to do to this Brian Flores defense that's the best in the league, right? The Lions obviously have an offense that not many can compare with, but the Rams are up there. The Rams beat them this season 20-30 when they were in full health, and this is a very similar situation. The line is as telling as it gets. +1.5, this is a game where the Rams are going to take this game, guys. Rams +1.5 to me is the play of the NFL wildcard weekend, along with Tampa Bay Bucks. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I love it, right? I think at the end of the Lions-Vikings game, the Lions coach goes up to the Vikings coach and he's like, "Yo, I'll see you in 2 weeks," right? Like, assuming like the Vikings just have it easy versus the Rams. And, I would love to see the Rams win. And then that sets up...
I trust Sean McVay a lot more.
Of course,
I trust Stafford a lot more. Sam Darnold, beast. I hope the Dolphins bring you to this team. The Vikings don't extend you, because you've proven yourself. But Stafford is a better QB. Sean McVay has the experience. The Rams altogether are healthier. They're playing great ball, man. That to me is a dark horse that can take it all if they are healthy down the stretch.
That's the question, right? But right now they're healthy, so that sets up a great matchup. I love the pick.
Experience matters, man. Experience matters. Sean McVay, one of the best coaches in the league, and I love that pick, guys. And to me, that's the play of the NFL. All three picks that I've mentioned, I will be taking, guys. I will be taking their official plays. Penn State locking it in for Thursday. We will be there. Then Saturday, I believe Tampa Bay money line. I believe it's Saturday.
No, it's Sunday night.
Sunday night, and then Monday night, I will be taking the Rams. Lean for the Chargers Houston Texans game. I do lean Houston Texans +3. Other than that, guys, I don't like any other games with NFL. You guys can do your homework with that. Now, before we let you guys go, we did promise a giveaway, a big one nonetheless, and I'm going to let my boy let you guys know exactly what we need to do and what you guys need to do to get this giveaway.
All right, so it's very simple, guys. We want you guys to make sure you're subscribed to our channel. We need you guys to comment every video, right? So, like, if you need to comment on this video, and then give us a follow on Instagram, right? It's very important that you follow us on Instagram, Cafecito and Sports. We'll always put the handles down below. Follow both of us. If you're following all the accounts, you have your comment on YouTube, and you like the show, you subscribe, we're going to be giving away a jersey. We already picked the jersey. You don't get to pick it. I'll let my boy say the name. What's the name of the...
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. I told him to pronounce the name because I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's the Arizona State's running back that we all love.
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot. Scattaboo.
Scattaboo. So our boy, he just balled out. So him and myself, we were literally just texting each other, watching the game, and we're like, bro, we have to give this jersey away because that guy has gut, grit, heart, everything you need from a running back. That kid has it. Threw for a touchdown. It's insane.
Yeah.
So right now, I would want that jersey if I was you. I'm actually gonna order myself one. I literally told them, so we can be matching. All we ask is whoever wins it, please post a picture, tag us on Instagram, and if you can, send us a video, just thanking us for the show, giving us your thoughts. Bro, that goes such a long way. Even if you don't give us permission to post it, at least send it to us, right? It makes us happy. It makes us want to do it every week. And now we're going to be consistent. So these giveaways are going to be more and more and more.
It goes beyond that, guys. As you guys can probably tell within the comments, there's a lot of people that insinuate that this is bullshit. We're not doing the giveaways. And that's the last thing we want. We just want to make sure that you guys know we are actually doing this. We're not just doing this for clout, to get likes, to get comments, none of that. We actually want to give back, see you guys happy, and continue it, right? Hopefully down the line, we have a huge community where, everybody's tagging each other, whatever the case may be. That's the ultimate goal. So that's why we're asking in return for just to send a video with the giveaway, because a lot of the times when we did the giveaways last year, you guys didn't send it, and then we didn't ask for it. Obviously, none of it got on you guys, but it came off as, hey, you guys didn't do it. And you
guys didn't do the giveaway.
The internet trollers, all that stuff. And personally, I don't give a fuck about the trollers, but I just want to make sure that you guys know we're actually doing it so you guys can participate and actually get a jersey. So that's it, guys. Week 1, we're back in action. Let's go fucking 4-0 on our picks. We're 5-0 how many picks we threw out. Parlays, we're not throwing one, not this week. Not this week. We're not.
I mean, if you're sick, we're just parlay all the picks.
Yeah, if you want to do that, but we're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it light, and we're going to invest, not gamble, in this situation, guys. So, any last words?
Yes.
Salim?
For everybody wondering, because I know there's some trollers out there. Yes, he's wearing socks. Just saying. If anybody's asking or wondering, my boy has socks on. Just saying. All right, boys.
And I don't give a fuck. Hey, boys. Love you guys. First episode of Many. We're gonna stay consistent with it. Leave us feedback on what you guys thought on the show, and we'll catch you guys next week.